Hi everyone and welcome back to... Oh good god, that's loud. That's too loud for me. Hello everyone and welcome back
What's
to
loud?
Epic or Trash. And this is season 3, episode 1, version 2. If you want to watch the first version, you can join the Discord server. You can join the Patreon. Well, actually you can join the server to the Patreon, but that's the point. You can join the Patreon and watch the first episode. It's fantastic. We covered the Keffels thing with a real trans person, so it's fantastic. There was a lot of arguing, a lot of chaos. It was 5+ hours. It's grueling, but it's fun to sit through, which I didn't know was a thing. But anyways, today we're back talking about a VTuber leaving a company called Vshoujo. That's spelled
Vshoujo.
Vshoujo. Whatever the fuck.
Vshoujo, yeah.
Vshoujo.
I didn't even introduce you guys yet. You're already correcting me. So, I'm agreeing with my co-host, like, because I got more than one. The first one is the voice you heard earlier. That would be Luna. Say hello. And then you got Gayfire, the king of ass eating, joining me today.
I assisted in that nickname.
Yes, you did. You did help with that nickname. It was fantastic.
Hey, game. A good trans woman.
I don't know how to feel about that. Anyways.
How you feel? You can say I'm a good girl.
Again, I don't know how to feel about that. Y'all need Jesus. Anyways, so we are here today to discuss what is happening with the company. But I just want to do something real quick. As the time of this recording, which is on Wednesday 23rd, which would mean yesterday morning was like I said, this is the time of recording. Yesterday morning, we lost one of the greatest singers of all time, the godfather of heavy metal, Mr. Ozzy Osbourne. Passed away, surrounded by his family, peacefully, after battling Parkinson's for almost 2 years. I just want to say personally to the family that my prayers and my condolences are with you. And if Ozzy, if you happen to be listening up there in the big sky, singing the crowds, I want to say thank you for everything you've done. If it were not for you and Black Sabbath, I don't think I would be the drummer that I am today. I don't think I would have ever gone into music like I did. I want to say thank you. And God rest your soul. And may you rest in peace forever, and your music live on for eternity. With that being said, we're going to talk about a rather sad subject. And this particular individual, apparently, from what I have heard, was screwed over by the company that she worked for. So, without much further ado, let's go ahead and start the video.
Vshoujo. Unfortunately, I recently found out that for the past couple of months, I have been misled by Vshoujo. With the information that I currently have, I believe that I am owed a significant amount of funds, which I have not been paid. And most importantly, the thing that hurts me the most is that the Immune Deficiency Foundation, which is the most important charity to me, and also the reason why I'm here today, is owed over $500,000 from Vshoujo. I know this is a lot,
my God.
And it's very important for me to be honest with all of you.
Yeah.
I really want to tell you everything, but unfortunately right now, I have been instructed by my attorney to wait for more of the legal procedure to unfold. So one day I will be able to tell you the full story.
So that's ooh, ooh, that's not good. That is really not.
And
Oh my god.
And what makes it worse is that, as she will say later in the video, that $500,000 that the foundation is owed from V took from a charity she raised.
Are you serious?
Which means I am 100% serious. She raised $500,000 from a charity that was meant to go to the foundation, but VShojo took it instead. And over a year later, that money still has not reached the Immune Deficiency Foundation.
Well, that's all kinds of fucked up. That is all kinds of fucked. Holy Jesus, Batman!
And what makes it even worse is that the charity event she was doing, it was on Twitch, and it reached so much support to the point of where she became the most subscribed Twitch streamer of all time.
Yeah, that's when she beat out. If I'm not mistaken, she's the one that beat Pirate Software. If I'm not mistaken.
She'll say something about it later, but I don't think it was Pirate Software. It was someone else. There was another person that was like
beat Pirate Software, but I don't remember who. And they said it was a VTuber, so I assume it must be her then. But we'll find out in a moment.
Yeah, because she became the most subscribed Twitch streamer of all time, and during that event, but yeah, and it just, she ended up getting a lot of support for it.
Go Fire, what's your thoughts so far?
Well, first of all, the right off the bat, not even a minute in, right? We barely a minute off from a second being off from a minute, and she always saying VShojo is not paying the charity that she helped stuff for, that they were supposed to give them.
And she is owed a significant sum of money as well, her specifically.
Yeah.
That's worrying. That's very worrying.
Yeah, that's very worrying to me.
That's Well, I suppose we should continue to figure out why they owe her a significant amount of money and why they haven't paid $500,000 fucking to charity.
So basically, they just haven't been paying. If I'm correct, they just haven't been paying her. So basically, whenever she makes money from her streams and whatnot, she's supposed to get a portion of that money,
right?
And they just have not been paying her the portion she's owed over a long time, which means she's gone a long time without being paid.
Fuck all
to the point of where they owe her a significant sum of money that they just have not been paying her.
Oh,
and it's not just her.
Fuck all of that.
It's not just her. That's owed a significant portion of money. A bunch of other VTubers from VShojo are also owed a bunch of money. Like, for example, Kason from VShojo Japan branch, not the English one, but the Japan one. She straight up called the CEO and just quit to his face because she was not paid.
I mean, to be honest, I would too. I would absolutely say go fuck yourself on that one. Because, like, honestly, that's ridiculous.
So, yeah, and now everyone is leaving left and right.
What? I mean, can you blame them? Like, I wouldn't. No.
And here's the thing. You want to make makes Ironmouse leaving even worse is that she is basically the face of VShojo, as she is the most popular VShojo streamer and the one that has made them the most money.
Yep.
I mean,
honestly, in other words, she got the company. She basically brought the company to where it is today. And they've also said this to her, giving her a lot of pressure, saying that you're a huge part of this company and we need you.
Well, yeah,
But,
it
I mean,
going
to
to
be
cover
honest,
that in the video.
well, to be honest with you on that one, well, to be honest with you on that one, I mean, honestly, it just, what do you even say to something like that? The fact that they would even remotely, do stuff like that is just absolutely insane. That is
Yeah.
absolutely insane that they would.
And now we have an iron. Yeah, sorry.
Well, here's the thing: if I sign a contract with, let's say Rogers Drums signs me to a contract, right? And they say they're going to pay me a certain amount of money to endorse their products. Well, I would expect them to pay me what I'm owed. So
Oh yeah.
that would be insane if they just up and just said, "Oh well, fuck you, AJ. We don't feel like paying you. We don't feel like paying you at all. We don't have to pay you, or whatever,
Yeah.
like nonsense." They
And it
come
makes
up
it even
with, right?
worse.
Like that
That
would
the
just be
amount.
nonsensical.
Yeah. But it makes it even worse is that that the talents at V Shoujo also get less than what they're also even when they do get paid, it's not a huge amount because the contract states that basically V Shoujo literally gets the majority of what they earn, meaning that whenever the VTubers do get their money, they barely see any of the money they actually earned through streams. Most of it just goes straight to the company. And even then, they don't always. The company doesn't even always pay them, which means they rarely ever see the money they make.
I
Wow.
again, I should not be like even remotely. I should not be even remotely surprised by that. Like not even remotely should I be surprised by that? Because that sounds like a lot of corporations these days that just they don't want to pay their employees what they owe, and they just tell you to go fuck yourself. That's pretty much what they do. They pretty much go tell you to go fuck yourself over and over and over again. And I'm like, and you wonder why no one wants to work for you, huh? I fucking wonder why. Maybe it's because I don't
Yeah.
want to put up with that nonsense whatsoever. Just because why would I? I mean,
And not
Now,
only
honestly, why
I
that,
would
will
I?
mention that. I will mention one of the current top VTuber did claim that VJojo did. Now she hasn't put out any proof though of it of her claim, as far as I'm aware of. But she did claim that VJojo did come to her, Shy Lily, had VJojo come to her and tried to hire her on, and she denied them
oh yeah,
before
Shy
this
Lily.
happened.
Yeah,
I
Shy Lily. They came to Shy Lily in late 2023.
well, I suppose that I shouldn't be surprised by that whatsoever. Because I mean, again, a lot of companies that's what they do. That's what they're known for, and it just honestly, it's sad. It is so sad that it's gotten to this point that now it's like holy fuck balls. Can corporations just stop being greedy for 5 minutes? You know, I'm not asking for much. I would just like I would like for the corporations to not be greedy for 5 minutes. It's not that hard. I'm not asking for a lot. I would just like for them to stop being fucking greedy. You know, it's just like 5 minutes.
I hate to say this, but is there any sort of thing at this point for a big corporation like that to not be greedy? Is there really many out there that are not greedy anymore?
You know
Yeah,
what? That's a
but
good fucking
but
question. That is a good
also
fucking question.
also before Ironmouse left, Ironmouse was is such a well beloved and appreciated VTuber to the point of where even people who absolutely hated V Shoujo still loved Ironmouse, as everyone made an exception for her.
Yep.
She's just Ironmouse is like it's just really nice and innocent and whatnot and just well loved to the point where um everyone, the moment she quit and put out that video, everyone just said, yeah, no, we're not doing this anymore. Ironmouse left. Yeah, no, I can't be here anymore.
I mean,
And that explains also why so many were leaving the show before
I mean,
before she put
but
this out.
but here's the thing: can you blame them though? Can you blame people
No.
for wanting to leave like that? Because I would too. If I was just dealing with that crap like that, I would leave too. I would so fucking leave. I would leave like fuck that shit. Fuck all of that. Just fuck that. Just like what? Again, Why would I want to work for a corporation that is just all about fucking people over? Because that's pretty much what it is. It's just people getting fucked over, left and fucking right, and nobody's getting what they deserve. Nobody's getting paid. Nobody's getting the credit that they deserve. Nobody. It's like I was listening to a video earlier about this guy who was talking, who was getting mad at Mr. Beast for pointing out that he was doing the same thing that Mr. Beast was doing, which was creating an AI thumbnail generator. Which, I mean, I don't like that. Look, I don't have a problem with AI generators like that, but I have a problem when you're taking jobs from people. And like at that point, you're just an asshole. And that's exactly how I look at it. Is you're just being a total asshole. But again, that's just my opinion. Let's move on with the video.
But for now, I just need to let you know that I will no longer be a part of Vshoujo. If you give me a moment of your time, I just want to tell you a little bit about myself. I know for a lot of people right now that this might be the first time you're ever watching me. I became a VTuber because I really wanted to make friends. I was very lonely due to the fact that I have a primary immune deficiency disease called CVID. I
Ooh.
basically have a low to near non.
So, my apologies there. Common variable immune deficiency, CVID. CVID is a rarely frequently form of primary immunity deficiency. Found about 1 in 25,000 persons. This is the reason why it's called common. The degree and typical deficiency of serum immunities to see the clinical course varies from person to person, hence the worldwide variable. In addition, characteristics can increase in IgA and or IgM levels or low level of all three major types of like the antibodies. In some individuals, there is some defects of the T cells. This is why it's common to contribute to increase the sensibility of infections as well as autoimmune. I wanna look up something real quick. If you people don't mind, real quick, I wanna look it up. And grab a couple other definitions of it. CVID. So let's look up the life expectancy. So, now granted, this is Google's Gemini that's putting some of the information together from like the Cleveland Clinic, the Very Well Health, and the Journal of Allergy and Clinical Immunology. So, take it with a little bit of grain of salt, but if we look at it, it says life expectancy for individuals with CVID is significantly improved with advancements of treatment, particularly in basically the replacement of the cells that are missing. While CV can shorten the lifespan due to complications by infections and many different cancers, many people will now live well into adulthood. Studies showed that over 75% of people with CV are alive 25 years after diagnosis. About 50% live at least 45 years after diagnosis. Now, that is partially according to WebMD as well. So that's interesting to note there. And again, it's like I said before, it's sad that that's what's happening now. That it really is sad because honestly, I imagine a lot of those people go through a lot and they just suffer a lot. And I couldn't imagine. I just really couldn't imagine being in that kind of position where it's just literally my body's not functioning right at all. And if we punch in the diagnosis for it real quick, let's see. Here we go. So the diagnosis is a primary autoimmune deficiency is characterized by the body's inability to produce antibodies, making individuals more susceptible to infections and cancers. Obviously, these infections become frequent and severe, often affecting the lungs and sinuses and gastrointestinal tract, and may lead to other health complications. Let's see. Antibodies are crucial for fighting infections. Obviously, it's considered a primary autoimmune deficiency because it's generic condition, not one acquired due to other illnesses. For example, AIDS or HIV, which are both known to compromise the immune system as well. Again, it goes to show you that this is a very serious disease.
Yes.
And we're going to look at the causes for it, right? And while the exact cause is often unknown, CIVID is what I'm going to call it, is often linked to generic variations that affect the development of function of B cells, cells that produce antibodies. Several genes have been identified as the potentially contributing to CVID, CIVID, what I'm going to call it. But it's often believed that multiple genetic and environmental factors are involved. The diagnosis typically involve measuring the antibodies cell levels in the blood and ascertaining the body's responses to vaccines. For example, like COVID or the flu. Doctors also may consider family history, symptoms, and other tests to rule out other conditions. Now, to be fair, this is an AI overview again from Gemini, so some of the information may be a little incorrect. Just keep that in mind. These are the sources that it mostly pulls from, right here, which is again the Cleveland Clinic, Children's Hospital of Philadelphia, and I'm not sure who that gentleman is, but I'm glad they wrote about it. And there is and if I'm not mistaken, this is the charity she was talking about, correct? The Immune Deficiency Foundation.
Yes, I believe it was.
Here, let's take a look at what they say. Oh, it looks like she pulled it straight from the website. If we take a look at the video, yeah, she pulled it from the website right there. So let's read.
Oh, nice.
So let's read the other half of it. To be sure the CIVID is correctly diagnosed, there must be evidence of a lack of specific antibodies, which is IgG, IgA, and IgM. There must be evidence of the lack of specific antibodies, measured antibodies in response to vaccines. There are possible causes. These the abnormalities of the lack of antibodies to fight off infection, such as loss of gastrointestinal tract or urine, must be excluded. Frequent or unusual infections may first occur during early childhood, adolescence, or adult life. As mentioned earlier, some people with CIVID also increase incidence of autoimmune or inflammatory conditions and have increased susceptibility to cancer, which compared to the general population sometimes is in the presence of one of those conditions that are prompts an evaluation for CIVID. Although CIVID is a distinct diagnosis, some may confuse it with other antibody deficiencies. The medical term for absent or low blood antibodies are also there. I'm not quite familiar how to pronounce those words, but respectively, due to the lack of onset symptoms, and our names that have been given for CIVID in the past include the acquired, adult onset, late onset, basically onset, SID, and whatnot. That term, however you pronounce it, acquired autoimmune deficiency, there we go, refers to a syndrome caused by the human autoimmune deficiency virus, HIV, It should not be used for individuals with SIDS, as these diseases or disorders are very different. Yes, they are very different. HIV is a disease that can be sexually contracted or contracted by contact with infected fluids, blood, urine, feces, and saliva. And even I've heard even tears or sweat can carry it as well. Whereas
Yeah, I have that as well.
whereas SIV, now that also depends on the patient as well. If they're being treated, then obviously you don't need to worry about that
Yeah.
in that particular aspect. But that's another point. So the point is that this is a very serious disease, and like I said, the life expectancy to make it to old age is anywhere from 25 to 45%. Like there's been an increase, but still, and my voice cracked. There's an increase, but still, that's pretty fucking heavy. That you are more likely to die just because you caught a cold versus me, who doesn't have that issue. My body functions, majority of the time, I'm functioning about as well as I should be for my health. So, to that aspect, I feel absolutely horrible for her because, like, honestly, I could not imagine having to deal with that. So the fact that they didn't want to pay this charity at all is just absolutely mind-blowingly horrible. That is horrible that they chose to do that. And I just,
Oh, you make it.
I fully agree.
Oh, you want to say even worse is that the thing is that this that fundraiser for the foundation wasn't the first time Ironmouse did that. I think she did it the first time she did. She like I think um, managed to raise up like over 300,000, and V Shoujo actually paid it out the first time, but they chose not to do it the second time.
wow, holy shit,
Wow.
that,
Yeah.
wow, yeah, well, ooh,
So it just
fuck
keeps getting
you.
worse.
How's the company's name again pronounced?
V Shoujo.
Go fuck yourself. Go fuck yourself. Go fuck yourself.
Yeah.
Go
I
fuck
wonder who's the
yourself.
CEO of it.
Can go fuck himself.
Yeah, I have to agree.
If he got hit by a bus, I would laugh. 'Cause he's comically evil. He's not just evil, he is comically evil. He can go fuck himself. Anyways, let's continue.
I think the CEO of the Japan branch isn't the same CEO as the American branch.
They could both go fuck themselves.
Either way, they both haven't been paying people.
I don't give a shit if you're the CEO of Taiwan, Japan, Japanese, Chinese, Dirty Tipples Land. If you are the fucking CEO of the goddamn company, your fucking job should be to make sure everybody else is doing their fucking job. And nobody's doing their fucking job. So guess the fuck what? They could go.
You're responsible.
That's literally his whole fucking job, is to make sure that everybody else is doing their fucking job. Apparently nobody else is doing their fucking job. So guess what? He's not doing his fucking job, and he should be doing his fucking job. Ah! Ah! Unfucking believable. Unfucking believable, mate. Just unfucking believable. I don't understand how they could be okay with that. How anyone could be okay with that. That is a level of evil that I don't even know where to begin. I have no idea where the fuck to begin on that one. That is so evil. That is evil on a level that I don't even know where the fuck to begin. You know what? Let's fucking continue. Let's continue.
functioning immune system, which means I get sick a lot, and it caused me to remain isolated for long periods of my life. So then I found streaming, and I thought about giving it a try because I wanted to see if I could make some friends online, because I honestly couldn't ever leave my room. I never really expected to grow an audience or anything. It was one of the last things on my mind. I just thought that I would stream to, 5 to 10 people and just hang out from time to time, make some friends, play games, and just continue on with my life. But unfortunately, I was too scared to stream with my face. So a friend of mine recommended that I try an app called FaceRig that would allow me to use an anime avatar to stream, and that's how I started VTubing. It took me a while to take it seriously and even begin to think about maybe being able to grow a community and even make this a career. I think I really started to take it seriously around the time when
I feel so bad for her as well. And part of the reason why I feel so bad for her is because, like, for me, I could go out and make friends. I could go out and date people. I could go out and, like, I could build a family and not have to worry about, like, all kinds of medical issues. Like, seriously, I hope she never gets any kind of horrible disease, like HIV, for example. Because if she does, like, think about that. That would be it for her. She would be screwed.
Oh yes.
So the
Yeah,
fact
it's a good
that,
thing I don't think she caught. It's a good thing I don't think she ever caught COVID.
yeah, oh yeah, she would have been fucked. She would have been so fucked, and it's so bad, and I feel so bad for her. I really do, because that's just horrible. I can't imagine fucking being stuck in my own house. Really, I know that again, but I worked during COVID, so that doesn't count for me. I actually got to go out, not very often, but I got to go out. I still dated my ex. I still took her on dates during the pandemic. So it was not like I was locked in my house for 24/7, not able to go anywhere, not able to do anything. I could do a lot of stuff, even during the pandemic. So again, I can't say from experience that I know what that's like, because I don't know what that's like. I don't know what it's like to be locked up 24/7 in my fucking house, because if I step outside and someone sneezes on me, I'm going to the hospital and probably going to die. And you may say that's exaggeratory, but based on what I've read, that's a very real possibility of what could happen to her, and that bothers me. It bothers me that that's what could happen to her, and so
Yeah, and Face Sojo seems to be taking advantage of that. I feel.
more than taking advantage, they are taking advantage of everything. This is bullshit. This is bullshit.
Yeah.
This is bullshit on the highest fucking level possible. And the fact that any of those motherfuckers take any kind of credit for the work that she did can go fuck themselves.
Yeah.
I don't care how much management they quote unquote did for her. Clearly, they didn't do enough to care about her. They just fucking left her to suffer and die. Well, that's about what that fucking amounted to. And look, I'm not the biggest VTuber fan, all right? Like, I think to me it's weird because I'm not used to that. I'm not used to people speaking through VTR characters. I'm used to anime cartoons, right? Yeah, I'm used to anime and this and that and the other. I get the format. I get the format with VTubing. I'm just not a fan of it in the same way I am like this, where I physically am on camera talking to you through my microphone and everything. Like, that's the kind of stuff that I'm used to. I'm used to wrestling and things like that. I'm used to all this kind of stuff, right? I'm used to all that because that's what I grew up with. That's what I've known almost my whole life. Well, actually, yeah, well, almost, because technically I wouldn't understand it when I was a little baby, but that's irrelevant to the conversation at hand. The point I'm trying to get at is that it's bullshit that they took so much advantage of somebody who's dealing with such a horrific condition. And the fact that they would have the balls to literally take, to not pay. Let's forget even paying the charity for a moment, all right? Let's forget paying the charity. The fact that they would have the balls to not pay her for her work is even more bullshit. It is bullshit, and they fucking know it. Fuck them. Fuck you. Go fuck yourself.
Especially given her condition.
Because she can't go. It's not like she could go out and go fucking work at McDonald's. It's not like she should go out and go fucking work a job as a grocery bagger. It's not like she can go out and do comedy special clubs for people. It's not like she can go out and do pornos and shit like that. And before you start up with your OnlyFans bullshit, only like the top 3% of OnlyFans creators actually make enough to make a living, and only the 1% are actually millionaires. So go fuck yourself on that one. As much as I joke about that, you actually can't really make a whole lot of money on OnlyFans.
Yeah.
Surprising. I know, shocker, right? That's a real fucking shocker. I wonder what else Timbs is going to tell me that's a fucking real shock. Because, like, again, it pisses me off. It pisses me off that these motherfuckers want to, like, make all these fucking bullshit comments. They want to say all this horrible, like, not say, but they do all this horrible shit. I'm sure they said horrible things about her behind her back. I wouldn't, because you know, at this fucking point, I mean, you're fucking her in the ass in front of her, you might as well fuck her in the ass behind her as well. That's what you're fucking doing, you assholes. Every one of them. They could go fuck themselves. But you might be thinking, well, Tibbs, aren't you being a little harsh? You haven't even finished listening to the video yet. You haven't even finished listening, so how do you know that they're horrible people? I'm sure by the time I'm fucking done with this, I'm going to hate every last one of these motherfuckers. I almost guarantee it. But let's continue.
I was approached to join Vshoujo, and it was through Vshoujo that I was able to grow into the Ironmouse that I am today. When I was approached in 2020 and asked to join Vshoujo, it seemed like a good idea, but I honestly did not know if I could ever be a corporal VTuber because I felt like I just couldn't. In my mind, I saw myself as unhireable, which is why streaming worked for me. I had no boss, no strict rules, I had no hours, no expectations. It was all up to me, and due to the fact that I have lived my life chronically ill and being unable to do much of anything, I just felt like there was no way that anyone would ever take me or want me. For a while, I was struggling to make a decision.
Oh, that hit me. That fucking hit me right in the core. Because I've felt that pain before. I have felt that pain before. Where just like, oh man, that really fucking hit me right in the core. Because I used to be that way when I was younger. I really do. I used to be that way. Where I really believed that no one liked me, that no one wanted to date me, nobody loved me. And I'm basically a normal person. So I just can't imagine her, like, literally feeling like no one could ever love her. No one could ever be in love with her. No one could ever want her as a lover.
Or to hire her or to hire her as a worker because they think she's a liability because of her immune deficiency.
Oh, we're not even gonna, like, I haven't even got to that point. I'm just talking about, like, on a personal level.
I feel that way too.
That hit me.
I know what that feels like as well. Especially since I'm trans. And, like, I feel like a lot of people won't want me because I'm not a real woman.
Like, so, and I feel so bad for you too. Like, I feel so bad for so many people who are in that state. And I love the people who are like, we're all the good people out. We're all the good women. We're all the good men. Well, the good people are staring you right in the fucking camera. You're watching a video, my video of her video. Two good people talking. That's where they're at. They're at this, trying to console each other through videos, because that's about what it's turned into. And I know I'm kind of ranting on relationship stuff, but to get my point across that they knew for a fact she felt this way. They knew for a fucking fact that she was in a very vulnerable state, yet they took heavy advantage of her. And it's bullshit. It's bullshit. And they fucking know it's bullshit. They fucking know it. And they need to go fuck themselves. They need to go fuck themselves. Go fuck themselves. What do you think, Coalfire? Am I shooting too off? Am I going on wild?
No, I actually fully agree. They took complete 100% advantage of her, I feel. And for them to say that they not would be very not good on their part, because they should have known if they were trying to get her on board to those stuff, they should have done research into her beforehand to have known that she had the problem she had.
I was going to say, and here's the other thing too, to also be taken into consideration as well. Here's the other thing you should be taking into consideration is the fact that you're telling me, like it's like if I was to sit an executive down, right, and say, are you seriously telling me that you didn't for a moment bother to look her up enough to figure out that maybe she has a condition that makes it harder for her to work and consider that as a factor before hiring her? Or did you know that for a fact, but you did it anyways because you knew you could get away with it? And I'm pretty fucking confident they knew that. And that's why I say they can go fuck themselves. All of them can go fuck themselves. Go fuck yourself. That's exactly what I say to that. Go fuck yourself. Let's continue.
Because I was afraid about my anonymity and afraid about trusting people, because I felt like every time I put my trust in people, it always ends in grief for me. So I was worried about expectations and 1,000,001 other things. But I ultimately decided to join Vshoujo. It really pains me that I am unable to fully explain why I am leaving. But for right now, here's what I am allowed to share with you. I would always be told how important I was for the company. And I was always told that I was needed in order for the company to succeed. Although that was very positive to hear, it put a lot of pressure and a lot of stress on me, to the point where I felt guilt-tripped into signing. I felt responsible for everybody. I felt responsible for staff and talent alike. And I felt like if I didn't do this, and if I didn't stay, I was hurting everybody, and I was destroying everybody's life.
Oh, I gotta stop it, because
I gotta mention this, but
we're not even halfway through the video.
For me, I can sense that she's holding back tears in this, and that no one should ever have to break down in tears because of them getting fucked over. Your own company should be protecting you, not breaking you down.
I think she is crying. You just can't see because of the model.
True, but you can definitely tell in her voice that she is like, you can feel it. At least I can. I can
Yeah.
feel the upsetness in her tones and voice.
Here's the thing. I have heard those company lines before. I know exactly. She's sugarcoating the things they said. Clearly, it is clear she's sugarcoating them. She is doing them a favor by not actually saying what they told her. Either that or a
I don't
lawyer
think
said.
they can because of the contracts. Because she still signed a contract.
Well, she's got a lawyer
she
on
can't.
hand as well. So, and the
Yeah.
lawyer's probably told her, don't tell, don't. At least if you're gonna mention
Don't say everything yet.
that or rephrase things in a way that is, still gets the point across without technically breaking the contract. Because I know exactly what they fucking did, and it pisses me off. This is true fucking corporate manipulation. This is why Stop Killing Games is so important. And now we might need to start a new movement. Stop killing YouTubers. I think that might be a thing now because of corporations like this who are fucking YouTubers over and fucking VTubers over. Like this poor lady over here. Poor Ironmouse is getting fucked over and she did nothing wrong. See, it would have been one thing. It would have been one thing if the corporations went out and proved that she was lying and that they got evidence to prove she didn't do her job, or she didn't do this, or she didn't do that, or she broke the contract, or some shit like that. But that would have been a whole nother conversation. But they have nothing. They've got nothing. They've got nothing. They have nothing because they are nothing because they're useless, and that's what they are. They're fucking useless. They're useless cunt waffles. That's what they are. That's what they'll ever fucking be, and it's fucking depressing. That's the shit that people like her are having to deal with these fucking days. And honestly, I'm like, this is why I don't want to work for any kind of VTuber company or any kind of fucking company that's supposed to be helping VTubers or YouTubers for that matter. Because why the fuck would I when shit like this happens? And I understand that. And here's the thing. I also feel her pain on the anonymity portion because motherfuckers doxed my fucking home address and my fucking phone number because they're jackasses and they know it and they believe they could get away with it. And one of these fucking days I'm going to get them back for it. And when I do, it's going to be fucking glorious when I do. But in the meantime, the fact is that they know, like the company knows exactly what they're doing, and the fact they fucked her over is nothing short of absolutely fucking horrific, and I feel so fucking bad for her because she did nothing wrong. She was a good person. She was a good fucking person. And the fact they put on her shoulders that the company would die without her is fucking Satan levels of evil. That is evil that is on par with people like fucking Hitler. On fucking par. I dare you to prove me wrong too.
The thing is if that they're saying that you should not ever say that to a single employee. Now, if you're saying it to all your employees at once, then I would understand. But this being is very clear. She's saying they said it directly to her, which means
it's very
putting
clear.
all the weight on her shoulder.
It's very clear. It's very clear that they're intentionally manipulating her. That the words are intentionally being aimed at her, and it makes you wonder how many other people they said that to. It makes you wonder how many other people they've told the same thing to. It really makes you wonder. It makes me wonder, and honestly, it's really fucking scary at this point.
Yeah, it makes me wonder if we should be trying to find all those little VTubers that left VShow if we should be trying to reach out to them and see why they actually possibly left privately or something.
I mean, honestly, a lot more people probably should be coming out and telling their story because this is bad. This is bad. This is horrible. This is horrific. And honestly, I don't know, man. I don't know. It's like
I am going to mention something real quick. There is actually quite a few VTubers that actually have like health problems that I'm aware of. There are actually quite a few, and they'll normally, like, I believe Shy Lily got some health problems. Like some others. So, like,
I mean, we all know Cinder.
it seemed to be a pretty common for a
I must
lot
say,
to
we
have
all know
health
Cinder
problems.
has a huge problem. She has a huge problem. It's called her ego. But anyways,
Yeah.
let's continue on.
This didn't feel right with me, and I began to feel extremely uncomfortable. As my viewers know, privacy has always been one of my biggest concerns. I've had a lot of scary experiences in my life, so one amazing thing for me was the fact that Vishojo handled all my payments, and it meant that I never had to give out any of my personal information, so that was always a blessing to me. As time went on, I decided that I wanted to try to start pulling out my remaining funds because I wanted to start taking over my own finances. This is what led me to this point. Throughout the years, Connor and I have raised around $4 million for the Immune Deficiency Foundation. The majority of the money raised is through Tiltify at events like the Cyclothon, the charity auction, and other miscellaneous events that we've had. However, because of the success of my first subathon, I decided to donate half the earnings of my following 2 subathons to the Immune Deficiency Foundation. The first time I tried this, it worked great. Over 200,000 people supported me, and because of that, we raised over $329,350 to the...
Just congratulations. Just congratulations on that, honestly. Like, seriously. Like, I mean, honestly, that's fucking fantastic. That is fucking fantastic. That she... I mean, no hand clap. Come on, hit the clap button. Somebody in the soundboard hit the clap button. There we go. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. Because, like, honestly, that was fucking fantastic. $300,000. $300,000. That is fucking fantastic. I'm glad that she was able to pull that off. Like, I can remember when, like, Markiplier was running a charity live stream for, like, a very rare genetic disease that what was a friend of his needed help with, and he raised over $500,000, and I remember donating to that, and I was thinking to myself, that's the kind of stuff I would love to do, is to run those kind of streams where I could, like, well, I'm not worried about my finances, where I want to be able to help other people like that, raise money for charities, raise money for people, and help people. That's the kind of stuff I would love to do. And so that pisses me off even further that these fuckers didn't bother to pay out the money. That they just straight up went, fuck you, we don't have to pay it out. Why the fuck should we? Unfucking believable. What do you think, Luna?
I think that they deserve their downfall,
What do you
and
think?
that this has been a long time coming for them.
You know, I don't blame you on that portion. Goldfire, what do you think?
Honestly, sue them until they're no longer a corporation, I say.
I don't think we have to worry about that. I think with all their talent, VTuber talents leaving, they're not going to have much of a company left to run.
True.
Which that would be a lovely fucking treat if that happens. I mean, honestly, that would
And
be a
no
really
one,
that would be a lovely fucking treat.
and no one going to want to join them because now the reputation has been completely.
Yeah, imagine the face of your bread tells you you're a shitty corporation. There's no recovering from that.
No, there
Yeah.
is none. I mean, how the fuck would you recover to that one? There is no recovering. There will never be any recovering. They are fucked.
The only way would be start a whole new company.
Like, I'm not gonna lie, Ironmouse was V Shoujo's golden goose. And this is what happens when you this is what happens when you abuse your golden goose. They leave. They don't lay golden eggs for you anymore.
I mean, you're right. You're absolutely fucking right. They don't lay eggs for fucking. Why would they lay eggs? Like it's like if I was playing for a popular rock band, right? Let's say I was playing for a popular rock band, and they came with a contract and they said they were only going to pay me half of what they were paying me before, and they could pay it at will, not at a certain time. I'm expected this money to hit my account. No, it's when we feel like it, we'll pay you. I'm going to tell them to take that contract, shine it up real pretty, bend themselves over, let gay fire eat their ass, and then shove it up their ass.
I'm going to be honest. I am willing to bet. I know if this goes to court, I'm willing to bet one of the excuses I probably know what one of the excuses are probably going to try to pull out the little hat of excuses.
Oh, I'm sure they got like a fuck ton. I'm sure they got lawyers that are going to try to drag this shit out for years, because that's all they've got for hope, is that they can drag the lawsuits out for so long that they pretty much will put the people in debt.
Yep. The only thing I could think, if it does wound up going to court type situation, one of the excuses for why the charity did get paid, I'm willing to bet, would be, oh, she didn't notify us about it type situation. And that was, she would definitely need to have paperwork saying that she notified them on stuff.
I mean, of course.
Now, I'm pretty sure she has that paperwork.
Well, I mean, if she does have that paperwork, then I imagine she has everything. I would imagine she has everything. I mean, why wouldn't she?
Yeah, otherwise she would not have a lawyer right now if she didn't have something that a lawyer thought could have a case on it.
Of course, that's what I'm saying. That she more than likely has everything that she needs to fight this case. So I imagine this is gonna be pretty easy for her. But let's continue watching.
Deficiency Foundation. Because the money came from my Twitch revenue instead of a Tiltify link, it required VShojo to make the donation on my behalf. They promptly sent the payment, and the subathon was a huge success. So I decided to do it again the next year. My last subathon was one of the biggest events I've ever done. The support was overwhelming, and I ended up getting over 300,000 subscribers and breaking the all-time sub record. But this also meant that we had raised $515,000.
Yeah, that's what I thought. She was the one that beat Pirate Software, who was in 2022 when he had the hype train going for him. So yeah, she's the one that beat him. Which congratulations.
No wait, she beat KSI.
I swear it was Pirate Software she beat.
No, it was KSI. KSI was the most subscribed. Hold on, let me Google it real quick.
Oh, okay, I'm gonna lie. So, with that all being said, like, here's the other thing.
No, it's Kai Cenat. It says here, it says Ironmouse surpassed Kai Cenat to become the all-time most subscribed Twitch streamer, achieving a record of over 306 subscribers. She set this record during her subathon in September 2024.
It's been a
So this was
year now?
literally last year. It's
This
been
has
a
been a
year.
year now. It's been a year.
Yeah.
What the fuck? Are they?
Yeah, the social should have always had the ability to send that money, no problem.
What the
Yeah.
fuck? What the fuck? What the fuck? What the fuck?
So yeah, so it's been almost a full year since it hasn't been September yet.
What the
So
fuck? What the fuck? Seriously, what the fuck? What is wrong
so
with
yeah,
these
she
fucking
passed Kai
people?
Cenat.
What is wrong with these fucking people? Why? Why? Just why? 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 Fucking why? Just why? That don't make any fucking logical sense. That makes no logical sense. What the fuck? What the fuck?
And why? And this is one of the reasons why I tend to say demons are like businessmen.
Yeah.
This is just
Yeah.
not fucking believable, mate. I'm at a loss for fucking words. I don't know what to say.
They were like, yes, yummy greed.
Pretty fucking much so. Pretty fucking much. It was
Yep.
oh yeah, let's fuck over this person because we feel like it. Wow. Just wow. Just wow. Wow. Holy shit.
Yeah.
For the Immune Deficiency Foundation. I once again asked Vshoujo to make the donation on my behalf, but unfortunately, still a year later, Vshoujo has not paid the charity. The Immune Deficiency Foundation means the world to me. Connor and I have both spent a ton of energy, time, and resources raising money for charity. And we're both so proud to be able to say that we've raised nearly $4 million for charity.
Oh,
we almost
man.
always raise money for the Immune Deficiency Foundation. They help people with primary immune deficiency diseases, or PI, which are inherited disorders where a part of the body's immune system is missing or doesn't function properly, which makes people like me more prone to infection. And this includes over 450 different conditions. The Immune Deficiency Foundation is a charity that is near and dear to my heart and has a particular significance in my life. When my health first started getting really bad, the Immune Deficiency Foundation helped me immensely when I really had nowhere else to turn. I was terrified, I was lonely, and I was confused. I honestly didn't really know what was going on, and I never ever want anyone else to go through that. This entire situation has broken me. I just wanted to do something good and to give back to a community that helped me. But unfortunately, that's not the case. As much as I would like to continue to talk about this, unfortunately.
Oh, you can hear it. She's breaking down. You can hear it. You can hear it in her voice. She is breaking down. She is absolutely breaking down. And I felt so bad for her. This is horrible. This is horrific. I just, what the fuck do I even say? What the fuck can I say? What can I say that would make it better? Because honestly, this is
the most you can do is support her. And make sure to go donate to the charity that was supposed to get to the get that money.
She has a She has a charity going right now in the description. She has a link that in the video description that leads to a charity, I believe.
Leads to the
so
the support makes a difference.
We might want to make sure to put that in the video.
Right here is the Tiltify, and if you click on it, give it a moment to load. She has raised so far 750,000. Oh wow!
Wow.
Look at the goal. Look at the goal. It was only 10,000.
$10,000. Okay, so I wasn't reading that wrong at all. That's $10,000, and she managed to raise $755,260.14.
Yeah, you can donate.
And how long have this been up, by the way?
Since she released the video, I believe.
So she had gotten a lot of support. That's good. Make sure we give her. We really need that goal to be smashed for her. I'm pretty sure
It's
that.
it's already been smashed, but we gotta smash it again.
Yeah.
Keep the hype train
But
going.
yeah. So yeah, anyone who's watching this video, if you feel bad for her and believe in her cause, go find the video and click the link below and help donate.
Actually, I'll have the link in the description below. Just go down below the video, click on it, click the link. It'll take you right to the page.
Yep. You hear that, everyone? Make sure to check that description at the end.
Don't forget to
If you're
check out my
able to.
Patreon as well. I gotta get that.
maybe that for this
Here, I'll do
video.
this.
Let's.
If 50 people sub to my Patreon, I will donate 50% straight to her. That's a lot of, and it doesn't matter if you pick the $2 one or you pick the $50. If 50 people pick the $2, I will split that in half and it will go straight to her. If 5 people pick the $50 one, I'll split that and send it to her. Doesn't matter. So that's your choice, audience members. Pick one. Either way, hopefully you pick one.
Yeah.
Not just watch the video and walk away. I really do hope you either help her out or help both of us out or whatever your heart chooses to tell you to do as far as helping this person out.
Yes. I have to fully agree. She
Let's say, let's see, what's her subscriber count real quick before we finish watching the video? What's the subscriber count at? Take a look. They changed where you're supposed to click to find it.
subscriber count is actually currently at 1,030,000.
1.2.
No, 1,000,000 point. Yeah.
Well, it used to show you the exact number, but now it doesn't for some reason. Which kind of sucks because I would have liked that.
Look how many views she got, though.
220,553,241 views. I don't think that's good enough. I think we can get that higher. And
yeah,
she's posted a lot of videos. Clearly, she's a very active individual. Oh yeah, and here's her Patreon as well. Let's go to her Patreon real quick. See, you want to help her out?
Join for free.
See,
and you can pay her.
Look at that. Oh, that scared me for a moment right there. That scared me. Because I thought you said NSFW. I was about to say, well, that turned a different direction. But
the problem with the Patreon, does it go to for Shoujo?
No, she left. She completely left.
Okay, she has not. Oh, yeah, she has. Yeah.
So consider joining her Patreon as well. I'll have that linked. And go ahead and finish watching this video.
I can't. So, to recap, I believe that I am owed a significant amount of funds, which I have not been paid. And most importantly, the Immune Deficiency Foundation is owed over $500,000 from Vshoujo. I really wish that I could tell you more, But right now, I have been advised to wait for legal proceedings. As of right now, I am an independent VTuber. I am at a loss of what to do right now. I'm kind of processing everything. I'm very sad and very confused. Once again, I want to apologize to the Immune Deficiency Foundation and to my community who has shown so much support to me. I also wanted to say that all the
There's no reason to apologize. There was no reason to apologize.
Yeah.
You did nothing wrong. You did absolutely nothing wrong. There was no reason to apologize. If anybody should be fucking apologizing, it should be that fucking CEO who's not doing his goddamn job. Kind of sounds like Dan Clancy from fucking Twitch. Probably too busy eating Dan Clancy's ass on what he's fucking doing because he's doing everything but his fucking job. Motherfucker.
Even Jacksepticeye posted on her, commented on her video.
Now let's go take a look.
Wait, he
quick, right
did?
here.
Oh my word, he did!
So sorry about all of this, Jacksepticeye.
Wow.
Hey, there's your fart.
Sky Lily.
Right there, lots of love. Look at the outpouring. Look at the outpouring. Out of 21 talents, this is from Safine right here. It says update out of 21 talents listed and having a part of fuck this company since its creation. Only 6 remain as we talk. Absolute avalanche of people just leaving happening was following what happened to Mouse and her leaving. Absolute unprecedented shitstorm of controversy that is happening. Oh, here's the foundation itself. This is the foundation. It's YouTube channel.
Wow.
It goes, Mouse, thank you for being such a fierce advocate for the PI community and the Autoimmune Deficiency Foundation. We are so grateful for you and our relationship. Excuse me. It goes without saying that you've always been transparent with us. It's no surprise that in such a difficult time, you've been so candid with your community too. You have been steadfast in your genuine commitment to supporting our organization and our mission. And in a message to the entire community, our relationship with Ironmouse is both long-standing and transparent. Each time she's hosted a fundraising activity, she's done so with care to ensure that contributions are handled responsibly. So we are not surprised that she is more concerned about the foundation than herself. What we didn't expect was an overwhelming show of support and response to her statement. Thank you for everything. Oh wow! Oh, that's wow! Look at look at the support. Look at the support. Just look at that. This is what we as a community, as YouTube commentators, as YouTube as a whole should be doing. This is what we should be doing. Not the fucking drama baiting content bullshit slop that you've been seeing like that right there. That could go fuck itself. Right, and then this right here, like I reviewed Pirate Call. See, instead of doing stupid shit like that, he could be helping her. He could be helping her, but no. Instead, it's fucking. Where's that video again? Instead, he's doing shit like that, and that's why I despise people like Coding Jesus with a fucking passion. Because if Jacksepticeye, one of the oldest fucking YouTubers on the face of this fucking planet, is coming to support her, you're telling me he couldn't take 5 minutes to make his 2.1 million fucking video to come show her some fucking support? So he can go fuck himself. That's why I despise people like that. Yeah. So fucking bad. That is drama based.
And this bullshit. Is why. And this is one of the reasoning why I actually like Jacksepticeye too, because he also one of those that are very actively trying to support other people in the community. And
look, and I'm sure somebody around somewhere is probably going to be like, "Well, Timbs, don't you think you're being an asshole to him by doing that?" No, I don't think I'm being an asshole to fucking Coding Jesus, because he could show her some fucking support. It's not that hard to show somebody some fucking support. It's not that hard.
even Charlie Penguin Zero / Moist Critical has made 2 videos about this.
And I wonder why.
Yeah.
Maybe because this is bullshit, and more people should be coming out in support of her. Because Jacksepticeye doesn't do commentary content, and he's here. That's not his thing.
Yep. He's
But this
video
guy
games.
is. But this guy right here, he does that kind of shit. You're telling me you can't cover this? You're telling me you can't cover this? That this is not important to you? He can go fuck himself too, along with that CEO. He can go fuck himself, along with the fucking corporation.
Alright, we should, after the video, we should hear what Charlie has to say.
I'll say I got something better. I've got a lawyer. A lawyer talked about it.
Whoa!
And trust me, his opinion is gonna blow your mind. So, with that being said, we're gonna end the video here for her. And I'm gonna say that was an epic video, banger video, fantastic video. I feel so fucking bad for her. Go subscribe to her channel. You see this subscribe button, audience members? If this is not looking like this, it should be looking like this. Plain and fucking simple. Now, we're gonna
make sure to sub to her.
And don't forget, check out that link below.
And to support her.
I love it. So this is Legal Mindset. He is a phenomenal YouTuber. He's a phenomenal lawyer. He's also the guy that fought Hassan Piker at his own game and won. It was freaking hysterical. So let's watch him.
The revelations by Ironmouse and many other of the talents at VShojo may very well end that VTubing company. Of course, I'm Andrew Esquire, American attorney, and this is Legal Mindset. We teach you to be your own judge. This is an insane saga that really, it even peaks perhaps what is going down and what went down last year with Doki Bird and with Niji Sanji, insofar as this is looking like it will end this VTubing company, VShojo, completely, and because we're seeing a massive pool of talent that is looking to exodus from that company. Now, just understand this is a fast facts pre-recorded video, but I recorded this after listening to Case on stream, where she was interviewing with the Japanese quote-unquote branch, we'll talk about that, CEO. So we're going to go through all the facts today and really stick to the legal analysis. If you want to see the full version where I'm playing more video, I play all of Ironmouse's video and I play some other stuff as well. You check out my live version, but this is the abbreviated version for those that want to get just down to the facts. And of course, I've got a PowerPoint. So with this case, obviously it all started with the mouse. And there are 2 clear things that she dropped in her message that are legally relevant. First is that she has not been paid wages. So she's owed back wages. She's not been paid for a long time. And these payments that she's owed are in delinquency. They've been owed to her for a long time. She hasn't been paid. And this is something that has been mirrored by other talents. We now have talents such as Kaysan coming out and saying, I have not been paid for a long time. In fact, I believe she said September of last year. A very, very long time without payments, which is severe, which is significant. So there is an extended time with which people
they're like a mafia taking all the money
to the talents. That's a massive, massive problem in and of itself. But the other great problem, and the problem that can have huge criminal liability, is the potential fraud related to the charity, related to the Immune Deficiency Foundation that Ironmouse has always been so vocal for, because it's the cause that represents research that would help people like her and give them a brighter future and hope. And it really was something that she was so invested in. And they decided to take $500,000 and not pay that out to charity. Whatever they did with that, it was not paid to charity, and that is a massive, massive issue. And that's an issue that can see people behind bars.
Which would be fucking fantastic. I would love to see some of these fuckers in jail for that. That would be fucking fantastic. Let's continue.
have criminal penalties. Absolutely. Once again, these are our allegations at this point, but based on the number of talents speaking up, based on the number of talents that have removed the VShojo branding, we have to, at this point, assume there is some sort of substance behind these allegations. Of course, they are going to have to fight these out. They are going to have to prove this in court or prove this through the regulatory process. However, at this point, going forward and through the scope of this video, understand that I am taking the allegations as credible. For whatever argument you may make of they're not proven yet, whatever, I understand you, but we're going to take them as credible for the purpose of this analysis. So let's continue here. So we had obviously Ironmouse speak up, and then we had Kason get on with the JP CEO. Now this was very enlightening and actually gives us more of the business side of what is going on at VShojo. It's very clear from this that VShojo is in financial hot water, that they were not profitable. And whatever the distinction was between JP and US, it's very important to note that there was no official legal distinction. That is an internal distinction, the same as a department, for example, saying HR or whatever else, right? Or janitorial staff. It's an internal distinction. It still fell under the control and is the legal responsibility of the headquarters in San Francisco. So the JP branch, as much as that might be a certain amount of talents that was managed by this quote unquote CEO, was not distinguished financially. So those funds that were coming in were being slushed together. So whatever profit JP was making was not offsetting clearly the losses they were taking on the US side or with their other talents. So as a whole, it seems they were in financial dire straits. Now, one big...
That's, see, it's that right there. That right there. Wow. That's, but again, what am I expecting? What am I fucking expecting from fucking assholes who don't give a shit about the people they're fucking over? They don't give a shit. Not a motherfucking prayer in heaven about these people. They just, nope, not a care. Not a fucking care. And look right here. Right here, and look at the support coming out. More support. I'm crazy enough to take on Batman with the IRS. No, thank you. Oh yeah. So if you don't know, we'll play that at the end. But that's a great quote. But I'm gonna let him talk a little bit more, and we're gonna end this video.
That was brought up during this was that the staff was paid and not the talent. There is a very important reason for that, which we're going to get into, which is all of the talents are designated, and this is for almost all VTubing companies. I have not seen one contract, and I've reviewed all of them, including the VShojo contract, Niji Sanji, HoloLive, Vector, all the greatest hits from big to small, Face Connect. I've seen all of them. I haven't seen a single contract that has said these people are employees. We consider them employees. They all try to make them independent contractors. That's very important because when it comes to fighting wages and paying wages, you have to pay employees under labor law, whether it's US law, Japanese law, really all around the world. You've got to pay out those wages.
Which is like a few companies like EK, which is a water company. Like what they do is they manufacture PC water cooling products for many different other PC manufacturers. They have not paid their U.S. employees. They have not paid the majority of their staff, and they have certainly not paid quote unquote independent contractors who they hire to be their fucking CEO of the company. And they blame the CEO too, which is even funnier. So
what?
Yeah, that whole story is insane. There's like 3 parts to it, and they're each like an hour plus. So we should definitely do a stream on that sometime because you're about to start seeing a pattern of behavior for a lot of these corporations, and I mean a lot of these corporations. You're gonna see a lot of pattern of behavior, a pattern
of greed.
Yep. Indeed. And fucking deed. It's unbelievable. Let's continue.
When it comes to independent contractors, well, you can shaft them, and then they've got to come and sue you or bring an action against you or a claim against you to try to get those back. It puts a massive burden on them to claim those amounts of money. Now, I have, since the Niji Sanji crisis, been screaming from the top of the hills that this is BS. And I'll put some money in the swear jar for that one. These people are employees. Whether you consider them full-time or part-time employees, they are under the control and authority of these VTubing companies. Now, I understand that there was a lot more anonymity at VShojo than other companies, but you might consider them in that case more like a part-time employee than a full-time employee that's completely controlled by the company. And in that case, they would still be owed wages under a normal analysis. And mind you, just because a contract says that you are an independent contractor does not mean that a particular state or country might not look at the situation, might not look at all the factors and say, under our law, we're going to consider them an employee. It's very important. And I do think in the VTubing industry going forward, this is a massive lesson that all VTubing talent should be considered employees. They should push for being employees. They should say, no, I'm an employee if I'm going to work for your company because you need to pay me and you need to be liable if you do not pay me. And I don't think the Japanese CEO, listening to him, is the villain here. He's clearly not at the top of the rung. He's not the CEO or CFO or COO or CTO. He's at a lower rung of responsibility. He certainly cannot make shots for the entire company. That was not his responsibility. And certainly, by the way, none of the talents are liable for this. This is something where they are the victims, and they do.
Right, they all are the victims. So, like, to blame the talent for the reason why the corporation failed would just be fucked up. That would be a level of fucked up that even I would go like, "What the fuck, man? That's fucked up."
And the thing is that they're basically having them and treating them as contractors when they're the ones responsible for making all the money for the corporation.
I know, right? It's total fucking bullshit. This is bullshit.
It's like we're only gonna hire you as contractors and not actual employees.
I'm sorry, but that's bullshit. That is total bullshit. Fuck that. Fuck everything about that.
Because here's the thing: when you also sign that contract, you're agreed to let the company basically decide what games you play and when you stream. Like they have full control over what you play in your schedule.
Yeah, no,
this is true, unfortunately, because look at from another company that had person.
So yeah,
something like that.
So these streamers often don't even get to play the games they want to play. They're basically forced to play whatever games are the most popular the company is telling them to play, so that they can maximize views by only having their talents play the most popular games that are trending right now, which means they're forced to basically play every game that is trending and not the games they actually want to play.
I'm just gonna be honest.
Just for the sake of making money.
I'm just gonna be honest. Like, I know I'm still showing like some of the support. I'm just gonna be honest. I mean, seriously, they know what they're doing is wrong, but they do it. They know it. They know it's wrong, but they do it. And I'm just gonna be honest and say fuck them. I don't care. I don't care if you're the lower rung or not. You saw this fucking coming. You motherfuckers made them sign this fucking contract. You should treat them as your fucking employees. Plain and simple. And that's the message that should be left. And let that be the message left in his video, is that they should be fucking treated like employees. And so, but like I promised, before we end this video, I was going to show you the clip in question.
Things you're afraid of, even the Joker is afraid of, is
tax evasion right here. Because here's what they're liable for, because they're in U.S. branches in California. This is what they're liable for, all of this. Yeah, basically, they could be liable for embezzlement, breach of forensic duty. So California takes contracting work like this more serious than most other states. So if you hire someone with contract work as an independent, you can be held liable for not paying them, or at least basically, if you don't pay them or giving something equivalent to a payment to their work, you could be a breach of contract, which is suable and could be potentially arrested for. That's California for you. And I agree with that. Misleading and deceptive funding practices, obviously, because of the $500,000 reporting and regulation violations. There's all kinds of issues there, but I can't speak on that portion. Obviously, tax law, because I'm assuming they must not have paid taxes on top of that. I'm guessing somewhere they forgot to pay the tax man, and they're about to find out what it's like to not pay the tax man.
IRS. And the tax law violations, both, and the tax law, by the way, is at the state and the federal level. So it's both levels. But tax law is perhaps the most massive place.
And so that reference in particular, in case you're wondering, was so I can't play the clip because I would get copyright struck down, but I'm going to recreate the scene for you. So Joker is laughing about how he got the mob boss. He killed the mob boss and has now inherited his $100, what was it? His $300 million, what was it? Inheritance. That is what the Joker got, right? So the Joker's laughing about it. He's dancing around the money. And the IRS shows up. The man from the IRS shows up, and he goes, hey, so you know, you haven't paid your taxes yet. And the Joker goes, what? Yeah, no, you haven't paid your taxes yet. But you can do that. But right now, if you do this, and he calculates for how much he earned based on what the tax rate is, has a certain math formula. He puts on the calculator. He goes, you can pay off your debts with this, and he throws the calculator across the room, and the Joker, I like this, right? Sits up, reads it, and he falls back. And one of his goons goes, $170 million. And Joker goes, yes, and if I don't pay that back, they'll come and arrest me. I may be crazy to fight Batman, but the IRS, no, thank you.
You the Joker knows.
To not fuck with the IRS. You can fuck with Batman all day long, but you fuck with the IRS, and you'll find out who Uncle Sam really is. But because Batman may take mercy on you. Uncle Sam doesn't take mercy. He doesn't bother to spin on his fist before he rams it right up the keister.
You know what we should do if the world ever, if aliens ever invade the U.S. and I mean like from outer space and they pick our country first and they're trying to fight us, just tell the IRS they owe us money. They haven't paid taxes.
Yeah, trust me. The aliens would run so fast. They would be gone so quickly. Because they would get the fuck out of Dodge. If the moment they heard they owed the IRS millions of dollars, you can guarantee that would end that fight real fucking quick. But with that, that's going to be the end of the video, ladies and gentlemen. I want to say thank you to Coalfire Dragon for coming on. Thank you, Luna, for joining us.
You're welcome.
Man, that was fucking enlightening and it was enlightening and really fucking sad that all fucking went down. But then again, what am I expecting from corporations that don't give a shit about their people? And like I said, and let that be the lesson from the lawyer of this video. Let that be the lesson. If you're an independent contractor, work for any of these companies, fucking tell them that you're not gonna work till they fucking pay you. And that you want to be treated like an employee. And if not, you're gone. You're out the fucking door. You'll go find somebody else. Or you'll independently support yourself. It's very easy these days to pull that off. So with that, I want to thank you so much for watching. Like I said, links below to the Filterfy. Check that out. Donate to her. Her Patreon will be linked with my Patreon as well. Consider supporting both of us if you can. And until next time, this is AJ Timbs from the DenofTimbs saying goodbye, everybody.